Hey, I'm Shay.
I'm John.
And I'm Nick.
Welcome to It's a Work Thing podcast, where we talk about everything and nothing, and we call it work.
Okay, that was a heck of a countdown. So I made you guys smoothies this morning. Unfortunately, I had to make them last night, so it's not as good. They're not bad.
They're in mason jars like moonshine.
How do you open this thing?
Ooh, I smell banana. I smell peanut butter.
Banana's correct. Peanut butter's correct.
Ooh,
It's blue, so I'm going to say there's blueberries in it.
Correct.
I'm allergic to blueberries.
Almond
We're gonna
milk?
find out.
Almond milk.
Are you really allergic?
No.
Okay. Almond milk. Correct.
I get to sit here and watch Nick's throat close up. I'm in as a podcast episode.
Could
Sounds
be interesting.
violent. Cheers.
Cheerio.
Three-way.
Stop.
It's a three-way smoothie.
That's one way. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
There's also strawberries in there.
This is really good.
It's better when I make it fresh too.
That's good. That's really good.
There's strawberries in there. Hemp seeds.
Oh,
Oh, I love hemp. Seeds.
And then I just ignore him. Then there's also flaxseed in there.
does the flaxseed make you poop?
Yes.
Bye, Griff.
That's when I was making this, Mike, in a tablespoon for Griff.
It'll hit.
And
the
yours
spot.
has a secret ingredient in it.
Mm-hmm.
Industrial strength laxative.
Yep.
Good.
So yeah, no, it's that one's probably one of my favorites I make. The next one I have to make is a pineapple version.
Ooh. So we made a pineapple beer one time.
Oh,
And
boy.
pineapple IPA turned out really good.
This is really
It
good.
turned out really good.
Thank you, Shay, for
Yeah.
making this.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome. Like I said, it'd be better if I could make it fresh, but I'm not starting a blender at 4:30 in the morning. And
You got to live a little bit.
you know, when you have kids and they're sleeping and
Nick's
Well,
kids aren't going
I'll
to
come
sleep.
I'll come over at
Better.
4 a.m. and start that blender up and
That's fine.
You
A
go
quick
over to
Benadryl
Nick's-
sandwich puts a kid right out.
What?
I've heard.
what?
Nope.
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 Anyways,
Nick's off the list of approved babysitters. You can't say that.
I did
You
get a
can't
babysitter.
digress from your own point.
That's just
We
natural.
say that. We digress from your points.
a lot of times that's what we do.
But anyways,
Nick, we left off last episode of talking about worst dates, and I took up too much time with my story. So, let's go ahead and hear yours. Then.
It wasn't just a story. It was a show and tell.
it was.
It was.
had
I
evidence.
I had notes.
You can go back and listen to the recording. I was like, oh my God. So,
It was funny. I listened to it recently.
all right. My worst dating story. I was 17 and I had my car and I was just lonely at the time. Went through a rough breakup. So I was just like, basically it's like rebound stage. So I was like, anyone I was down to talk to.
Anyone,
Anyone.
Nick
male
met-
or female, did not matter.
That's how Nick met his dog.
It's a great, compassionate person. You poured all that on the table.
The bag was really grungy.
Okay. Well, so I was talking to this one girl, and I knew nothing about her except for her name. So I'm sitting there talking to her.
Good start. Good
Yeah.
start.
I'm sitting there. We're like messaging on the line on Facebook at the time because that was the popular place to poke people. So we're
Well, yeah, that's what you did. You poked.
yeah.
What?
Facebook poke. You never
Never-
poke someone on Facebook?
I
never
have
poked?
never in my life poked someone on Facebook.
He's
What is
never-
that?
You should get
poke.
poked.
I don't want to.
I think you could still do
I
it.
am not
I think
making
they brought
eye
it back.
contact with Nick and say no. Nick just looks me dead in the eyes and goes, "You should get poked with his finger," and it makes me uncomfortable.
Why?
Well, that's what they do on Facebook. You poke people.
Yeah, that's literally how
No.
you used to like
Yeah,
flirt. You'd
and-
poke them. You'd
yeah.
like all their photos at midnight,
And then you poke
2 in the
them.
morning.
Yeah.
That sounds like a serial killer behavior.
Well,
So you get a notification that
potato.
said, "Oh, they poked you."
yeah. God, I had so many
I've
people poking
never
me.
in my life heard of this.
Okay. Well,
You had some people poking you.
I did. It would poke me.
He
a lot.
said he was talking to anybody.
I did. Some people I were not interested in. Some I were. But anyways, so I didn't know anything about this girl. So finally, it's like some Saturday morning, and I'm like, hey, let's go hang out. So she's like, sure. So we go over to her house. I found out she lived, in no offense to people that live in this area, she lived in a not good part of town. So I was like, okay.
Is that by where I used to live, Nick?
No,
Okay.
it's where you get help if you need help. She lived in the housing.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So I know. So
He did
if
try not to say it.
I
but-
did.
Yeah, but I didn't know what he was saying. It's not.
we'll bleep that out. Bleep. But
No, you leave in cuss words whenever Shay and I say them. You're gonna bleep out housing.
I like to say I don't really say cuss words. It's mostly you.
yeah, it's mostly you.
Shay, I was
'Kay.
trying to bring us to unified front.
Anyways, speaking of unified fronts, so I was at this girl's house, and so she's like, "Hey, I need to run to Dollar General." So I'm like, "Sure, let's just take my car," because she also didn't have a car. So we're gonna walk. So she gets in my car, we go, and so we're going off, and we're going to Dollar General, and I'm waiting. This girl opens up a pack of cigarettes in my car and starts lighting them up like a Willie Nelson concert.
Oh my god.
Willie Nelson's marijuana, not regular cigarettes.
Well, anyways, this is a cigarettes.
She just starts puffing on a cigar.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I'd respond.
No, but anyway, she starts smoking. She starts ripping darts, and I'm just like, "What is going on?" It's smelling my car. I
Also,
want to punch her.
The housing's like a 2.5 minute drive from Dollar General to there.
I know. She couldn't resist. So we're sitting there in Dollar General, and she's like, "I need a cigarette before I go in." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, at this point, like, I'm like, my legs are shaking. I don't know what's going on.
This lady was 35 with 4 kids. Like, this lady was.
She was not.
Yeah.
She was in my. Actually, she was a grade below me. She was 16 and smoking. So
Four kids she had custody of.
yeah,
Here's the thing. I feel like smoking, like
I hate it.
I feel like back in the day, again, like even before when we were in school, like the smoking was cool and all that and everything. I feel like even by the time we were in school, smoking was not cool. Like it was. You're like, what are you doing with your life? Like,
But I'm still surprised at the number of people our age that do smoke.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. I don't.
Yeah.
So, this 16-year-old just ripping.
Dude, and she was a professional. She wasn't like a first timer. She wasn't coughing a lot.
That'd
Like
be
she
a
was,
really weird first time to choose to smoke. It's like, oh, I got this boy that's a year older than me coming over to my house.
that she liked.
I'm going to take up smoking today. Like,
The weather has a
Yeah.
forecast of cigarettes.
you know what? You know what really brings guys in and makes them attracted? Cigarettes.
Yeah. So speaking of that, she was smoking, and then she's like, I need to go in, but she's like, you should give me a kiss before I go in. And I'm like, oh, okay,
boy.
yeah. She was a very aggressive lady. So, anyways,
Nick was all about it. They dated for like 6 years before he met Bree.
still dating.
It is
but yeah, it is free. But anyway, so she gives me a kiss. Cigarette breath is like horrible.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never kissed anybody that's or anything
Well,
like that.
I would say we could experiment, but I don't know how. But
I
so,
think
anyways,
you know how, but we're not experimenting.
No.
I'm not sticking around. Whatever you guys decide to do on your car drive home is up to you. However, I think
So-
I got Nick's mic from last week. It's really short.
that was offensive. But anyways, so she gives me a big smooch. I did not enjoy. Tasted the cigarettes. It was horrible.
Nick, you could just say no.
It was, yeah, on a first date. I'm sitting here like,
Yes.
I would not like to kiss you. Oh, and
If her
wasn't
idea of
just-
romantic first date is that it's Saturday morning, she just ripped dart in the parking lot of a Dollar General, and she goes, "Why don't you kiss me before I go in?"
yeah. Well, anyways, so she goes in, and I'm like, that was
Valid point.
horrible. I'm not ready for this. So I'm like trying to find ways to get out of it. So I set so back at the time on your iPhone, you could set an alarm, but you could set different tones for your alarm. So I made it literally as soon as I saw, like, I had it ready in my hand, and as soon as I saw her walking out, I was like, 2 minutes. Like, so I set the timer for 2 minutes. So set for 2 minutes and made it just like a ringtone. She gets in my car and she insists on another kiss.
Oh boy.
So I'm like, and I would like to point out, from the entrance from Dollar General, which is still the current entrance, she was walking out. She smoked another cigarette. to my car. At this point, I was rolling down my windows trying to get the smell out. So she gets in my car, smelling like cigarettes. Again, flicks it out. And I'm like, oh my God, I hate this lady already. So she insists on another kiss. She gives me another kiss. And again, I feel like I just smoked a cigarette. So we're driving home, and that 2 minutes felt like a million hours. So she finally, the ringtone goes off, and I was like, oh, that's my mom calling. So I like fake like I'm talking on the phone, and I'm like, oh, I need to go home. It's an emergency. So I leave her be. That's the end of that date. I never tried to talk to that lady again.
See, he said lady. I'm really doubting this.
Girl.
These girls were both in high school.
Her name was
I'm
Gita.
telling you, this.
So
Don't do that.
I'll edit that
he'll
part
bleep
out.
it. That's fine. He
I
can
don't
bleep
really
it.
care if she hears this. So
I do.
He can bleep it. He'll
she
be
lives
fine.
in
It'll be
another
fine.
state now. She's got like 6 kids. She's all right. She's got her
She
own
had
struggles.
6 kids then.
No,
She's
But,
35. She's probably pushing 50 now.
I really don't know any of that information's true, but it sounds correct.
Yeah, you're gonna want to edit that part out.
Yeah.
That's offensive. You
okay.
said both their
What's her
name
last
and then
name?
light of a lie.
Uh,
This is terrible. Why would you ask him that?
Because he's gonna bleep
I'll
it.
bleep it out.
Well-
There's a section of bleeps.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right, I'm bleeped.
I wanted to hear it.
Great podcasting. Brr, brr.
Well, I won't bleep. I'll just cut.
I
But
thought for sure that this story was going to end with Nick. Like, whenever he was like,
Oh.
after he got that kiss, he was just going to leave her at Dollar General.
so
And then
it's-
I was definitely going to follow up and be like, yeah, that lady's still at Dollar General because every time I go there, there's somebody smoking out front.
Well, no, but it has a lot of like Shay parts in it because this girl was relentless. So we went on this first date. The first date was me taking her to Dollar General so she can get, I don't even know what she got. I don't even remember. But probably. So she goes there, and I'm like, okay, I never tried to message this girl again. I'm like, I basically was trying to ghost her. I was like, I don't want anything to do with you, lady. Stop smoking. So so at the time I worked at a pizza restaurant. I was delivering pizzas, and I would show up at my work, and she'd be sitting there, like waiting in the back where my car would be. So she would wait for me to pull up, and she would insist on giving me a hug and a kiss. And I'm
my
like, okay. She would sit outside this pizza joint and smoke cigarettes and wait till the end of my shift to want to hang out. So she's sitting there, she's smoking, she's waiting. I come out. It's now like 11 o'clock at night because we had a horrible night. Go out. She's waiting outside my car and wants to go hang out and go to a party. So what do? I go to this party. So we go to this party with her. Again, horrible experience.
Do you have trouble saying no, Nick?
I do. I really do. I'm a people pleaser.
Nick, you went on a first date to Dollar General. Did you think it was going to end well?
Just go up.
No,
From there?
I didn't know. This is the first date. I didn't know
To
where it was
Dollar
going to go.
General.
Well, it probably would have went further if I didn't fake the phone call. Who knows what would have happened? We could have
No,
watched
I'm
a
not
movie.
saying.
You probably would have been on. You could have been in Teen Mom.
Or domestic. I don't know. But
Both. Those aren't mutually exclusive things.
so
16
So-
pregnant.
You could be on Teen Mom and be in a domestic call.
so anyways, I basically I gave her the Shay approach. I'm like, listen, you're a nice lady, but I don't want nothing to do with you.
Yeah. Well,
So, this girl does not get the clue, calls me, pokes me on Facebook a million times, voicemails, text messages, Facebook messages. This lady was messaging me from like a tablet.
Keep saying lady. I'm
girl.
just saying.
We're older now.
I
She's a
keep
woman
saying-
now.
He keeps saying, oh, she was 16, but he keeps saying lady. This lady was double his age. I'm saying it.
yeah.
Well, she's a woman now. She was a girl back then. She's a woman now. Anyways, I don't want to get into the whole experience of how that happens. But, so, there's multiple times now where she's waiting outside my car, enough to where I have people going out before me to see if it's clear for me to go out to my car after work because I do not want to see her hang out with this lady. So,
Oh my god.
there was one time where she was actually out there, and I had my boss go out there, and my boss was like, hey, he's got to work. He's doing the floors. He's like, he'll be here till like 2 a.m. So she's like, oh, okay. And she was leaving me notes on my car.
Oh my.
And this lady could not spell. So it was like Veach trying to write love notes. It was like trying
It's
to...
like V trying to read love notes.
Well,
and
yeah.
The kid can't do either of them.
Yeah. So anyways, so all this is happening. I still have not messaged this girl for like 4 weeks. So she keeps doing all this stuff. One time she was out there and I was ready to go home. It was a hard shift. So I had a lady basically get in my car and say she was working for me or she was letting me use my car. So she drove my car to the front, and I hurried up, got in that thing, and drove off. So finally,
Jesus Louise.
dude, it was horrible.
She was persistent.
She was.
She's one of those homeless people behind D&D. That's why he parks out back all the time.
I used to do that actually. Park in the
Homeless
very back.
people behind
No,
D&D?
park in the very back of D&D. No, so I don't even remember how it's now ended. But she basically
It hasn't. She's
Well,
still showing up.
Well, no, she would show up relentlessly, and I would just like get away from me. I don't remember what happened. I think I ended up like straight up telling her like, "Listen, I'm not interested. Stop bugging me."
After like 5 years of letting her
Yeah.
show up to his work.
Yeah,
He was
but it
finally
was
like,
it was horrible. She smelled like cigarettes
Well,
every time.
And she'd have to walk there too. She didn't have a vehicle, so she had to
Oh,
walk to.
she had friends that would drive her around.
Oh,
That was their like Friday night was to watch where I was going on pizza deliveries.
no.
Because when I would deliver pizzas, they would like follow me.
No.
Yeah, it was like some stalker stuff. Yeah.
all right, that's
So-
something. See, here's the thing. You guys both at least had people that liked you so much that they like couldn't stop following you.
Yeah, I didn't tell you.
I'm just
the other
saying.
one.
Just saying. Veach would kill for this opportunity.
He would kill for this. Veach, if you're listening, which we know you're not, sorry.
Not sorry.
No, here's the thing. The moral of that story is do some background before you just jump in there.
I did my background. I looked at her Facebook pictures and I was like, she looks hot.
Here's the thing. She lived in the same town as you, so it wasn't even that hard to do
That's
background.
also how
That's us.
That's also how he backgrounds to find new employees.
That's also true. She was a year below me, so I knew nothing about her, and I
How
didn't
do,
know
you
how.
not, how do you not know anything about her if she's just 1 year younger than you?
I really don't know. I wasn't paying that much attention.
I mean, that's kind of evident.
Well, she looked. I mean, when I saw her in school, she looked cute, and I was like, "Oh, this girl's got potential." I didn't know she was freaking
I feel like you
voice
could've
like
just-
Darth Vader and smoking cigs every 2 seconds.
I feel like you could have been at school and just asked somebody and say, "Hey, what do you know about old?"
Old is the correct term. He
I
actually went to school with with like 3 of her kids.
You have a lot of bleeping to do.
time matter. I even have a lot of bleeping to do. It's all the hard work of editing.
You're
I have to
welcome.
cut, add this thing, time it. Beep.
Time it. He's gonna time them all wrong.
I say the name. Beep.
All right, let's move on to the next thing on the
Yes.
agenda.
Let's move.
Start bench cut.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
so we did start, bench, and cut with NBA players.
Do we need to explain how this works for the people at home and my mom? That's
You can
watching?
start one, you can bench one, and you have to cut one
From the team.
if you run the team. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not actually cutting them.
Good job, Nick.
Anyways,
Anyways,
Thank you for.
I
okay,
just want to clarify.
Yeah,
we're doing
I appre-
2 each,
I
right?
appreciate that. More background check on that than you did with your girl.
Dang, dog. That's true. I did more research on
He
this.
listened to
than-
this. He listened to the song "Stacy's Mom" like 35 times and found a 40-year-old lady to go date.
It actually was Stacy's mom.
No, I've seen that music video. She was attractive.
Okay.
She probably was a smoker though too.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, who wants to start this bad boy off?
I got one.
All right.
I hope.
Embiid, Jokic, and Wemby.
Oh, I'll cut Embiid. I'm gonna bench Victor, and I'm gonna start Jokic.
I would actually do the same. I
do
feel
the
like
same thing.
Embiid's
Because,
too injury prone.
well,
that-
Embiid's
that
too.
and I just-
Embiid's never in shape.
I just don't like watching. him
Jokic
either.
isn't in shape, but Jokic still makes his way around.
Here, I just don't like watching Embiid. I don't.
He complains a lot.
He does. I don't like it. He's a complainer. Jokic just wants to go back to his horses, which I can respect that. You got your.
You can't be like 7'1", 290 and constantly complain every time a guard bumps into you.
Facts. John does not do that at all when we play. I foul the crap out of him, and he just looks at me and laughs.
That's because it's funny. All right. Don't you want me to do both mine
Oh.
consecutively or?
I don't care.
Or I
don't
yeah.
Second one I had was LaMelo Ball, Trae Young, Zach LaVine.
Okay. Like the way they are right now, or just like
They're all healthy.
Are all healthy. Oh,
See, it's not that hard for me. I'm taking LaMelo Ball. Starting. I'm benching. Who are they?
the Levine.
Zach LaVine and Trae Young.
I can do this. I can
He's just like, I'm all in on LaMelo.
Yeah, I am.
The other two players were Victor Wembanyama. No, I'm just kidding.
I would cut Trae Young, and I would bench Levine.
I agree.
I would cut Levine and keep Young.
Why?
I just don't like Trae Young.
I'm not a big fan, but Trae Young can get buckets. Trae Young can distribute for other players.
He plays no defense, which
Neither
I guess
Zach
near
Levine.
is well. That's,
None of these three guys play defense. That's why I picked them all.
Well, that's
they're all
fair.
players that are all like good enough that they should all be like, but none of them are like good enough to actually win.
Also, the
games.
rebounding. Melo can get a triple double. He'll go in there and he'll rebound. He's tall.
Yeah, and the Hornets will lose by 25. It doesn't matter.
Well, he still
You
plays
didn't say I
well.
had the Hornets. You just said
Trae Young, out of all those players, Trae Young's actually made the second round. I don't think they've made an Eastern Conference Finals, but he's at least made the second round of the playoffs as the main offensive weapon.
Yeah, I don't know. Those are my picks.
All right, Nick, go ahead.
All right, so the first one that I have, I gotta pull up my notes here.
He wrote notes.
I did. Where the heck did it go? Okay, so
Can't find them, but he wrote them.
all right, so start bench cut. Anthony Davis,
Cut.
Giannis, or Karl Anthony Towns.
I'm starting Giannis.
I'm starting Giannis. I'm cutting Karl Anthony Towns.
Really?
Yeah.
I figured as T-Wolves fan, you'd been all over that.
No. Nope. Won't bite.
See, Anthony Davis I like, but he's also injury prone so much.
Mm-hmm.
The dude gets hurt just walking to the court sometimes.
That's why I put him on the bench. Maybe if he plays less minutes.
Well, that's fair. Oh. All right, the next one I have is Luka, Devin Booker, or Devontae Mitchell. Or not Devontae. Donovan Mitchell, yeah. Sorry.
I'm starting Luka.
Mm-hmm.
I am benching Booker, and I am definitely cutting Mitchell.
Yeah.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I had one along that same thing as I wrote as a third one in case somebody else took mine, but I had Anthony Edwards, Booker, and Mitchell.
Oh, I'm taking Anthony Edwards right now.
I'm starting Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Did the dog.
He's definitely... If you had well, I don't want to get into that yet. I'll let Shay do his thing.
Yeah. He doesn't want to take one from you, is what he's saying.
I pulled a Veach.
Wow. You made the agenda.
You did.
Well, yeah. You're right.
Okay, I am going to go back in my question then.
Yeah.
If you had to start an NBA franchise
Yep.
with any player, who are you picking to start? Current, how they are right now, age and everything.
Oh, I'm probably taking Ant. Or, no, Victor.
Nope, I'd take Ant.
See,
Because Victor players at that size, like Porzingis came out and had a great rookie year and whatever else, but like players that size consistently have feet problems, consistently have lower body
I
extremities.
agree
From
with
those
that,
toenails.
but Victor's doing so much to prevent that.
I don't disagree, but I also think that whenever you're talking about starting a franchise, if I had to start a franchise and be like, I want this guy to lead my team, I want it to be Anthony Edwards. The dude that came into Minnesota and set a culture with 5 other veteran players, and he is the top dog and is the culture setter for that team.
I'm still taking Victor.
see, my 3 were going to be Victor, Ant, or Luka. Because Luka's a beast. And he's only
is.
25. Ant's 22. That's the main reason why I'd pick Ant. Because you got 3 years younger, and I feel he's still... I mean, they're super, super good, but...
The thing is, too, is that I think...
I don't know if Luka has a personality that is as appealing to as
I don't know. The Mavericks are doing it.
And he's just a baller, though.
I just have a problem because, like... So, Doncic, once again, I guess it goes back to like the getting in shape thing. Doncic gets away with it, and Jokic gets away with it. But, like, Jokic doesn't need to be, like, ripped, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, you can't tell me that Luka wouldn't play better if he was 15 pounds lighter. Like, what does he do right now that he needs that 15 pounds for?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Shay's highly invested in this conversation.
Right.
I don't know. But my pick would be Ant, just because he's 3 years younger, and
I
he's a
think he
beast.
just sets a culture.
Yeah.
I'm worried that...
Why are you worried?
Well, I just think that Victor
What's
might
worrying
not
you
be...
in life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I just think that Victor might not be that culture setter. I think he might end up being the best player, but might end up being... Whenever you talk about like having an alpha dog, he's going to have someone else be the alpha.
I don't know. He's only, 19?
Mm-hmm. I just think he will. I don't know.
I do agree with the feet problems, though. Like, he's lengthy, he's skinny, but I don't know. I just feel like
Because you can prevent it, but I mean, look at like even Embiid's knee injury this year. Like he just fell down and somebody fell on top of his shin. Like, if you're big
Mm-hmm.
and you're in that area, your likelihood of getting hurt. Look at like Brook Lopez.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, you
Yep.
definitely understand, Nick.
Yep, definitely understands
I
paint
hate
play.
when people land on my legs.
You can't find him.
That was rude.
So on Facebook, do you know now they have their AI or whatever that it has like Ask Meta AI and it has like suggestions of what to search.
What is Meta?
It's
Meta's
Facebook.
the company that owns Facebook
Oh.
and Instagram,
Yeah, they kind of changed.
and
themselves,
now whatever
rebranded.
that Threads or whatever.
Yep.
Oh.
But I saw this one the other day and I started dying. It's
DNR.
it's Derek White about his playoffs, and it's just basically you can see it's his stats, like how he has so many threes and everything.
Oh,
but
yeah.
look at the Ask Meta. The Meta is at the bottom of it. Can you?
It says, "Ask Meta AI, can baldness be a strength?"
So it's literally just a stat.
I mean, he's not wrong. You see how he's playing when he has no hair?
Like Derek White, it's talking about how he has 112 threes this in the playoffs, and he's leading all the other people.
Oh, yeah.
And literally, can baldness be a strength? I'm like, what in the world?
I made my 2K player bald. No, I'm just kidding. I should, though.
Go for it, Nick.
Anyways.
I would hate to see what goes on in your brain.
How tall is my player?
He's a 6'9" point guard.
Oh, realistic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very
It's
much
only
like
what, a
you.
foot and a half taller than you.
That's a lot of math to do. I have no clue. In centimeters, it's like 1,000.
roughly, give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yep.
All right, best NBA coaches.
That was on the agenda?
Yes.
Yes.
Who's everybody have as number
Wait.
one?
Is this current or is this
Current. Only
Oh,
current
it's
coach.
current?
Only current
Oh,
coaches.
shoot. Well, dang gum.
I know. I
Well,
was gonna take...
I can actually still do that. It'd be Eric Spoelstra.
Eric Spoelstra's my number one.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
See,
Who's your number one?
Who would,
well,
is it Popovich?
yeah, I would probably say Pop.
He didn't have this list ready.
Well, no, my list wasn't current.
Mine was
My list, if we had to
Oh.
just pick a coach, it would have been Phil Jackson.
yeah.
Yeah.
But,
I was also going to say Jerry Sloan.
see, I
See, I don't know, because Jerry Sloan never got over the hump. So that's all.
but
Yeah,
he's also
because
in
he's
the
going to-
Jordan era.
Yeah.
Just saying he never got over the hump.
And he's also from Southern Illinois,
Good.
so I like that.
You got to get into, like, Red Auerbach.
Jerry Sloan's a Southern
Got to get
Illinois
into
guy.
Bill Russell. Bill Russell was a player coach. So if you're actually, like, taking a coach, I'm going to take Bill Russell because I
See-
get a player, too.
I don't know.
Anyway, sorry. We can do current, though. But yeah.
Pat Riley.
Spo's my number one guy.
Spoelstra's my number one.
Yep. And then Popovich is fine. Popovich, I'm not fine. He's obviously good.
I would say Popovich, but I'm going to go dark horse, and a coach that I really like, and I hire a lot on 2K, is Tom Thibodeau.
Yep. I actually had him on my list as well.
Yeah.
Because everywhere he goes, he wins.
He's very
But
defensive-minded.
He just grinds all of his players into a pulp. So he has his downsides, but everywhere he goes, that team immediately gets better, which is what you look for in a coach.
Yep.
I had Spoelstra, Nick Nurse, and then I was split between Thibs and Mike Malone. I think Mike Malone in Denver makes a lot of good adjustments and is put together, like, brought along and developed.
And he's a high-energy coach. I like high-energy coaches. I like someone to match my vibes.
I look for
Mike, your vibes.
I look for somebody that has
Where are you going?
I look for somebody that has consistently developed players. That's why I went with Spoelstra 1, because Spoelstra is consistently finding, like, guys who played at Division II wherever that are now starters on finals teams.
I do like his story, too. How he
yeah.
started as, like, a
The video guy.
the video guy and then worked his way up.
It's like you, Nick.
Thank you.
You
It is
pick-
like me.
I have
Start
Nick
from the
Nurse
bottom.
because Nick Nurse tactically, I think, comes in and makes any team better. I'm betting Milwaukee wish they would have hired Nick Nurse last year.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a coach that
No, we got Doc Rivers. Don't worry.
I'll tell you a
that's
coach that
better.
I don't like. Devin Ham.
Yeah.
Is that Darwin Ham's brother? 'Cause
Or, yeah,
Darwin
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 I'm
Ham
for-
was the coach of the Lakers.
Well,
Just let him cook.
yeah. My oven's off.
Devin Ham just out here catching strays. You know who I don't like? Devin Ham.
Devin, if you're listening to this, sorry.
Thanks, Nick. Now we just lost one more
Yeah.
listener.
I'm also not a fan of Doc
We're
Rivers.
down
So.
to 2.
Nick's mom, my wife,
My friend John listens.
and Shay brings all the 7th graders.
No, that's well.
Can't
They
say
do,
that on
but
here. They'll eventually be 8th graders.
Probably by the
how
time
it
this
works.
podcast comes out.
yeah, it'd be summer.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
We're good.
We just time lapsed.
No, Nick.
Except they probably stop listening because they actually have better things to do than.
They better not. I swear. If any of you 7th graders stop listening, we will find you and tell you to listen.
Please don't.
Nick knows a lady that will follow you around.
That's true. Is she for hire? Can we just like she
For hire.
Probably cheap.
I imagine
Get her a carton of cigarettes.
Carton of cigarettes,
Send
you
her on
got-
her way.
you got her for
She's better than a private detective.
better hours.
They charge like $300 an hour.
And if they go through withdrawals, they'll probably work harder. What? Just
Dang.
an experiment. Anyways,
Stop. You can't digress from your own points.
watch me.
Nick. You,
Oh, I do.
oh my gosh. Go ahead.
I do also want to say that amendment game. I challenged Bree to some of those, or not amendment games, the Citizen game.
The citizenship.
You'll hear that in the video before this. I challenged Bree to some of these questions, and she would not. She was giving me all kind of crap. She would not be a U.S. citizen. She didn't know when the Declarations was signed. She didn't know.
You didn't know when World War II happened.
Okay, I'm not talking about me.
World War II. You didn't have a rough time period for World War II.
She didn't know anything.
World War II has happened within a lifetime of us.
Why is he mad at me?
I don't know.
Yeah,
He's awfully aggressive.
he is. For people at home that can't see because we're in a shop, he's flipping me off.
No, you can't see because we don't have a camera, Nick. It's not because we're in a shop that you can't see us.
It's pretty well lit.
You could see us if we had a camera. We
Well,
don't have it set up.
Speaking
We actually
speaking
do
of
have a
lit,
camera,
that
too.
one lady with the cigarettes is probably lighting one up.
No, that's
Okay,
just betting on
anyways.
the odds there.
Yeah, that's true.
What else we got, Shay?
Talk about Griff's donkey, Nick. Are you ever going to ride it?
No.
Not the three-legged one.
Oh, say not the one with the broke leg. I'm not putting
Not
Nick
that.
on the broke leg donkey.
Why? I don't weigh that much.
No,
Doesn't matter.
not the broke leg one. The regular donkey.
We'll go out there and see if we can catch him.
I don't know. That 3-legged one scared the crap out of me.
I
That thing
know.
was awfully aggressive.
But here's the thing: you talked about you wanted to be in a pen with a bull, and you wouldn't even
Facts.
touch the donkey.
Did you hear the noise that thing made?
Okay,
You know what noises bulls make?
I was going to say.
No.
Well, I got 2 of them in the pen over there. You want
Yeah.
to go over there and try and slap them in the face too?
No. Maybe with like a 10-foot pole.
What?
Why?
Because I'd be 10 feet away from that.
Just go over and just
Poke it.
6 o'clock in the morning, go over and just smack him in the face with the pole.
I didn't. For people listening,
home,
I did
call
not
it a day.
smack.
You tried to
I
have a video
gently-
of it, and you
I-
didn't even post a video that I sent you.
I gently touched it because the wind is so bad in that video.
Yeah.
Gently touched it. Yeah, in an aggressive manner. with
I'd
your
be
hand.
much more braver now.
You think so?
much more braver.
Much more
You
braver.
think you're gonna be braver?
I would be.
I don't think you would be.
I don't think he would be either.
No.
I'll take you out here with the Wagyu with the horns.
There we go.
Wagyu.
Wagyu.
They're the cows with the horns. Mm-hmm. Do you not know?
No, why are you even quizzing me this morning?
I'm just asking.
No, I do not know. So
Yeah.
Wagyu animals have horns?
Even the females.
The ones I do have them, yeah.
What happens if they don't have horns?
I-
Then they're Angus?
No.
Yes.
I did.
No.
not how
Then
that
they're
breeds
Jersey
work.
cows.
That was a legit question. I hope you know too.
I know. That's why I didn't mock you.
No. Then they're Jersey cows, and they get an accent.
That's once
That
again
they
not how
move
it works.
Jersey
They move in
Mikes.
they move in an accent. That's why they're Jersey cows.
Why don't you have chickens too? We
Yeah,
talked
you need
about
to have
this.
chickens.
You need chickens.
No.
Yeah.
Do you not like eggs?
Yeah.
No, so actually my mom got
Chicken?
they had chickens whenever she was a kid, and as a result she actually developed this like weird mold issue behind one of her eyes and had to get injections in her eyes as a result of it.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, don't
Just
have them
can't
inside the
chickens.
house.
Can't have
Yeah.
chickens. It's a mold that birds carry on their wings that can make people sick.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I have never heard of this.
So she had them whenever she was a kid, and it kept like festering behind her eyes, and she had to have shots in her eyes whenever she was like in her 40s.
Couldn't
Oh
imagine
my-
a shot in the eye.
Yeah, she had to sit there and watch it come in.
Oh my! No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I might lose my eye. or put me under. I don't know if I could do that.
Couldn't put her under
Why not?
because it was like an experimental deal, so she had to give feedback as it was happening.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Nope. I'm
That's a
gonna keep that
lot
one
of
away.
nope.
Yep.
My parents have chickens. I'm going to have to kill them. I don't know. I can't deal with this. What? I ain't dealing with getting a shot to the eye.
Shay has no problems with them. Just goes down. He's like, after hearing this podcast, just goes down and murders all of them.
I'm doing this for your own benefit, Mom.
Baseball bat in the chicken coop.
I'd do it at least nicer than that, but I mean, you can cook them up afterwards. Big chicken
Shay's like,
dinner.
oh man, these things will kill you.
Dude, did you see, speaking of chickens, did you see the person that posted so they went to KFC and they ordered like a bucket of chicken and they're suing KFC right now, but there's an actual like chicken head
Ooh.
and like the chicken, it was like almost like fried, but you could see like the head of the chicken, like the eyes, like it was jacked up. I'll see if I can find the image. I'll post it. But
Hey, Nick, while you're Google searching, look up baby horse hooves.
baby,
Oh, don't.
Yeah, look up baby horse hooves.
baby
No.
horse. How do you spell hooves?
HOOVES.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure.
But I would like to see Nick ride your one.
What is this? Looks like a snake with no head.
Yeah, I told you not to do it.
It's the
What was I
survey.
Googling now? KFC lawsuit.
Don't you have a regular sized donkey too?
Yeah, we have never in our life caught him, so good luck. You can
I
try
would
that.
love. Can we please let Nick try to ride it?
Oh
Here it
yeah,
is.
he's just got to catch him.
Here it is. These people literally had this in their KFC thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my,
Yeah.
that's not good.
No.
How does
Okay,
that not
but-
get filtered out?
so here's the thing, though, right? Obviously, that's a mistake. What is the basis of the lawsuit?
I don't know. Like trauma? Would it be trauma?
I guess, but that's not like the end of the world. Imagine taking that to somebody 40 years ago, being like, "Oh, I found a chicken head here," and they're like, "Oh, did
you throw it out?
Give you a free bucket of chicken?" Like,
Call
there's
it good.
ways to solve this that don't mean going to court.
Everyone's trying to sue people. I'm
Yeah.
waiting to slip and fall here.
That's true.
You slip and fall out here, we're gonna bury you out here, bud. You ain't gonna get a chance to sue.
Shay needs a ride home.
Well,
You ever watch Yellowstone?
No.
No.
I've been to Yellowstone.
have you?
Take you to the
It
train
was actually
station.
amazing.
Yeah,
I really want to go to Yellowstone.
I was
It was-
when I was a kid.
That was the first vacation where I never went to a big city, and it was with Bree's family, and I'm like, sure. I'm like, they're like camping and stuff. I'm like, I've never been camping in my
Did you
life.
try
So
to ride a
this is,
buffalo?
we actually rode horses through the mountains.
I was gonna say.
We rode horses through the mountains. It was
Oh, that'd
awesome.
be nice.
That would
Yeah.
that's really that's not joking on my bucket list. I would like to ride horses.
It
in the
was-
mountains.
Dude, we would go back. It was
Boys.
awesome.
Boys, what?
Podcast.
On a horse.
No, from a campfire
Oh.
after riding horses.
It is actually fun, and the scenery is amazing. Like I have pictures of it, but the pictures don't do it justice. Like it's like it was amazing.
I believe that.
Yeah.
That's also where I met seen bears, and I got to see the mountain goats.
That'd be cool too.
They're fighting next to Bree, and I took videos.
That's legit.
Hmm
That's
They were
really cool.
mean to each other.
But yeah, I want to put Nick
The
on a
Amish
donkey.
Michael Vick.
Did I ever tell you I did donkey basketball?
How does that work?
You ride a donkey and you play basketball.
Yeah,
What? Where?
Yeah. On a basketball court.
I did
at
at
schools.
high school. My first year of teaching. That's what they did as a fundraiser. They did donkey basketball. I don't remember the end of the night because I got a concussion. But
Why?
oh,
Fell off your donkey?
so here you go for you. So the donkey basketball guy wherever the guy who like has his donkeys, he has like his donkeys trained to do certain things. So he's got one that will be like the one. You got the good one that will do everything you want and go in the direction you want.
Let's name that one Sally.
For real. So you got Sally who'll do the donkey, whatever you want. You have the donkey that will not move at all, is stand still. And so, another donkey that'll just do whatever the heck it wants. And then he also has the last donkey is the donkey that is, we'll call him the wonky donkey because he does not want to be rode. And what he does is he has spare donkeys that when he goes, oh, they're getting tired. And so he'll pull the donkey out and put that donkey in. Well, this was getting to the end of the night, and I was doing actually really well with this donkey basketball. And he gave, and
Shay's out there. This is just like real basketball. Popping threes 5 foot behind the line.
I did.
I did.
Anyway, he goes, here, that donkey's getting tired. So he gave me a new donkey. And this donkey did not want to be rode. And I was still young. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to ride this donkey. And it's going to, I don't care. I'm going to be on it. It's going to go. So it was a smaller donkey. So I was actually able to wrap my legs around it and kind of curl and lock in.
That's comforting.
And so it was trying to buck me, and I was like, it was legit like a bronco, like a little mini donkey. It wasn't a mini donkey, but it was like a little donkey, like it was bucking me around. But I eventually got it to stop. And so you have to be on your donkey to be able to catch or shoot the ball. Well, I remember a ball was in the air. I don't know what I was doing, but I let go of the reins. And I swear that donkey knew I had done so to go grab the ball. And as soon as I did, that donkey went up and dropped its head. And I went and I smacked my head went struck into the ground. And I limped off. And Mr. Drew took me off to the side and took me into this back room. And he goes, okay, now you can let it out. And I just let a beep word out at the minute. He goes, there you go, that's good.
You don't have to say beep word, we're gonna beep it out.
Maybe.
No,
I just picture you two on a donkey and your feet dragging.
We're not sharing a donkey.
No, I'm just saying.
Why
not?
No,
I could just picture
we're on
Shay's feet dragging on the court, on this donkey.
we're on this horseback trip through the mountains, and Nick's on a Clydesdale, and Shay and I are sharing a donkey, riding along.
we're on little ponies.
Nick's up there, my valiant steed.
No, I just feel like my feet would hang perfectly, and I could just hear your feet just dragging. Also, speaking of concussions, have anyone of you guys had a concussion also? Besides, I know you. I know you. I meant have you had more than one?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Have you? I've had one.
I think that's it. I don't know.
About 4.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
CTE
Had
over
at
here.
least 2 in basketball, 1 in soccer, and 1 with a cow.
Okay. Antonio Brown.
Yeah. You're gonna take your
cow?
shirt off and run home?
How'd the cow get you?
We were sorting him, and it was coming down a runway, and about a 1,400-pound steer. Somebody opened the gate and let him come through whenever I was still not ready to go yet. And it came around a corner and hit me and lifted me up and threw me into a gate.
Dang. That's rough.
Ouch.
Where were you going with this?
I was just curious.
I thought you had a point behind all
No, I was just curious.
I had one time I thought I was going to die because I was loading him up into the livestock trailer, and I got the whole group to go in, and one of them tried to run back out right as I got to the opening, and I got off to the side, and he, instead of going out the opening, ran his head into my chest and pinned me against the back of the trailer and just kept driving.
This is why I don't farm.
And I grabbed a hold of his ears and threw his head over to the side, and he ran
That's
back
why.
out the chute.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, my dog doesn't do that to me.
No, he just knocks you down and breaks your back.
It's true, actually.
I was not in a good place.
Yes, Nick, it was my fault. It was my fault.
Yeah.
That's what he says. He goes along with everything. That's how he just says yes to everything. It was my fault.
Emma, if you're listening to this at home, sorry. Which she will, because I will be editing this and she'll hear it.
She'll hear her name. She'll pop up.
I wonder if I wonder if the frequency's right. Say it again.
Emma.
Yeah, you'll do the experiment. You'll let us know.
I will.
Congratulations. Now we're podcasting for your dog.
Yeah.
Wait,
We've really sunk to a new level.
we may be the
We're-
first people ever to podcast for animals.
I don't think we are actually, though. Let's be honest.
The problem's just going to be that I don't think animals hear the frequency.
Oh, well, dang.
I'll find out.
All right,
I'll
Shay, what
test.
else do you have?
I was going to talk about him being farmer. We need to have him come out and buck hay bales with us.
Yes.
I used to do that when I was younger.
He's going to hurt his back
Yeah.
2 bales in and blame me.
And then sue him. I like this plan. Let's do it right now.
There's going to be no lawsuit. They will never find your body.
I feel like they can use this podcast as evidence.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fine. They
This
still have
is
to find his
uneditable.
body.
I think we can do it.
Yep.
They won't find it.
Shay, I'll split the half with you.
Okay.
There will be no splitting. You're going to be dead.
That's
That's
a
just
two-way.
a two-way agreement.
Yeah, 2-way.
Wow.
You want 3-way?
Nope.
Okay.
I do not want to make a 3-way agreement to sue myself.
It'd be nice.
I feel like I actually no. You know what? I do. 3-way agreement to sue myself.
Yay.
Congratulations. Now that's gonna basically not work in court because it's gonna be now you're on the
We'll
record.
edit this out.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no 3-way involved today.
All right. That's good enough for today. I think we're at time. I don't want to start something.
Yep.
Sweet. All right. Well, I just want to wrap up by saying it's Mother's Day. So out there to all
It
the
won't
mothers.
be when this comes out.
No, but it is today.
It won't be.
So
This is
the
gonna
same
come.
thing with Easter.
He did. It's gonna come out like a month later. It's gonna be June by the time this or maybe even July. I don't know where we're at. With
well, anyways,
numbers.
to all these mothers out there, we love you.
It's past Father's Day at this point. Even
Then all the fathers out there, we love you too.
you're closer for that.
Cheerio.
Remember,
Oh,
like, rate, review,
yes,
subscribe,
yes. Thank you.
send to your friends.
Yep.
At the Instagram.com.
Yeah, at theinstagram.com.
Which is Instagram. Go to YouTube, comment something, comment Happy Mother's
you can't
Day.
because you've turned the comments.
No,
off
it's on.
YouTube.
It was on one video that I did that on. I check.
All right.
Oh. All right.
Cheerio.
Happy Mother's Day. Cheerio.